Hey YouTube, Kaiser Kaput here, and in today's Ring of Pain video I'm doing a room guide. Quite often on stream I get asked, what enemies are in this room? What treasure can I expect to find in this room? So I thought I'd cover a little video on it. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more content like this, then subscribe and hit that bell notification. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter, details are in the description below. Anyway, let's get on with the video. A Careful Maneuvre. The room title sums up this one, as you have to plan your moves well to survive. You'll be coming across fire hives, fire beads, and their much bigger friends. This is a room where make one mistake and your run is over. However, play it well and there's a reasonable amount of treasure to be found. Ambush. Typically around 5 monsters per room, and 1 treasure awaits you as your reward. The catch is that there is nowhere to run. Early on, if you have good speed and attack, then a lot of the time you can dispatch enemies in 1 or 2 hits with no issues. However, you may want to be cautious if you're late in the run, as the difficulty does ramp up, as does the reward. Burial Grounds. Not a particularly interesting room unless you're armed with a shovel, and then you'll definitely want to be digging these graves for a powerful item. If you don't have the shovel, then you'll be gaining souls from the graves themselves and poison beads. Low amount of treasure, so I generally stay away unless I have the shovel. Companions. Our cute friends can be found here for 3 souls, with the occasional potion to be found. Crossroads. Certainly not the most exciting, but often it's the room of choice, as if you're not happy with the other rooms presented, then you can take this one and be given the choice. As a little bonus, it will also increase your stats from jars, even though there is no combat to be found. Nothing exciting in this one. Take this room and you will skip 2 rooms. Effectively, you're missing out on additional stats, souls, and treasure. So I advise against using this room unless you're speedrunning or you're trying to complete the achievement for winning a run whilst taking dark for days. Embracing Chaos. A crazy room with a variety of creatures, but the twist here is that each turn 1 creature will evolve or devolve. Pick off the weaker targets first, as they are more likely to evolve, whilst waiting for the bigger threats to devolve. Each creature can only transform once. A reasonable amount of treasure to be found in this one. Fountain of Life. This room contains the Shrine of Life, which at the expense of max health can be used to restore a reasonable amount of health. No treasure to be found though. There's also an achievement for reducing your health to 1 in this room, so keep that in mind. I very rarely use this room, but it can be useful if Reprieve isn't available. Instability. On entering this room, you'll notice the big guy, named the Shrieker, who attacks everything in the room for 2 damage every 3 turns regardless of defense stat. Don't take this room if you're low on health, but if healthy you can gain a huge amount of souls for not a lot of work, especially if you have high clarity. You're able to skip left and right between items to allow the Shrieker to do all the work whilst recovering from health potions. A reasonable amount of treasure, but you can leave with an insane amount of souls to spend later if you can clear the room. Overwhelm. The hint is in the title of this one. A leaking bile bag awaits you along with plenty of bile bags and poison beads. Thankfully, you're given a few shuffle crystals which, if timed well and with a bit of luck, can allow you to make it out alive and with a reasonable amount of treasure. Patience. This room is the new player's worst nightmare, and everyone will make the mistake of being blocked by the two big guys, also known as stone shifters, guarding your escape. The number above the stone shifters denotes how many turns you have to get past them, so plan which route you'll be taking and be sure to kill creatures in one hit, or skip past them, as unnecessary turns will leave you stranded with the stone shifters for company. A good amount of treasure and a low risk as long as you don't make any silly mistakes in this one. Ravaged. Our friend Sam can be found here. No threats to be found, only common treasure. Reckless. Think twice before entering this one, and definitely avoid if you're currently on low health. This room is home to crooked loon birds, of which one of them is a stronger variant, so be prepared to be chased for a good amount of treasure. This room is not for the faint-hearted. Reprieve. Only take this room if you're really low on health and not confident with gambling for an early health potion in an alternative room, as there is no treasure to be found here. Only health potions and the occasional stat boost along with our friend Owl is in this room. Attacking the Owl is also on the achievement list, so this is where you'll be unlocking this. Shrine of Neglect. Now this is one of my favourite rooms. This room trades one base stat each time it is used. Use the shrine enough times and you'll be rewarded with the Bloodstone gem. This item is the best in the game for recovering health. You will definitely want to look out for this room. Shrine of Sacrifice. This room will sacrifice some of your health each time in exchange for souls, with a chance to give you treasure. Depending on your current health, you can get a lot of treasure, with the last item being the choker, which is well worth picking up. Volatile. Sounds dangerous, but in actual fact, it isn't too bad. This room is home to the exploding fire bleeds. Plan well, avoid the explosions, and you'll find this straightforward with a reasonable amount of treasure awaiting you. Wishful. This room will sacrifice your charm, giving you the base stats and allowing you to then look for another. On each run, try to enter this room to sacrifice your charm, as eventually you will unlock a new item. It will take you many runs, but in total you'll receive 4 item unlocks by using this well. So that's it, guys. All the rooms have been covered. Thanks again for watching. Feel free to come and drop by and say hello in chat on Twitch. And until then, I'll catch you in the next one.